welcome to Crafting Unscripted with Catherine. I'm here today. I have a sneeze stuck in my nose, so if all of a sudden I sneeze, I apologize. Nancy, hello. I'm glad you could make it today. Thanks for the email last night. I hope you are able to feel better shortly. I'm not going to talk more about that, but we are going to focus on crafting. And so last week we did some Christmas stuff. I think we're going to do some more Christmas stuff this week. We're going to try. We'll see how it goes. But before that, I want to quickly let you guys all know that there's like 1,000 things happening right now before Christmas. There is 3 summits that I'm involved in right now. There's a scrapbook fun summit. It went live today. The free tickets portion starts today. And that goes until Sunday. You can still get free tickets. You can also buy VIP tickets. Minecraft goes live on Saturday. There is also next week on the 14th to the 16th is the Card Maker SVG Card Summit. SVG Card Success Summit. Card Crafters Success Summit. That's a mouthful. That's next week. That's again a free summit. It is from the 14th to the 16th. There's also the Hobby School Elf Summit. I talked about that last week. I gotta check my dates here. There's too many things happening. I can't remember all of this stuff. The Elf Summit is also, the SVG Card Success Summit is the November 14th to the 16th. The Elf Summit from Hobby School is from November 18th to 20th. All the links for those are in the description of this video, as well as there is I put the link in just in case you haven't heard about it. My friend Jav is doing a Gift and Business Cricut Summit. It is a holiday themed one, and she has that happening from the 14th to the 16th of this month. I'm not participating in it because I'm in too many already, and I didn't have enough ideas to sort of do that one. But I've left a link below for tickets for that. And again, that's a free one. If you want to watch it from the 14th to the 16th, you can buy tickets to that as well if you'd like. So that's in the description of the video. Also, if you don't have tickets for the live session that I've got happening next week, which is on the 13th, I left a link for that below as well. You can buy tickets for that if you haven't already. Barbara, I see that you're online. Hello. You're just a few moments late, so you haven't missed anything yet. But Barbara, if you are paying attention, you should have received the email or the follow-up email for the summit, the live session I'm doing next Thursday. So if you can let me know, if you got that email, please let me know, because it looks like from my end the emails all got sent out, but the internet, technology. So what do you guys say, Barbara? I signed up for all of yours. I had to do the free, but that's okay. Free is still good. You did get it. Yes, I made technology work. It's funny because things work and then things don't work. I was trying to set up today for this before. I'm just going to talk about technology for 3 seconds. I was setting up for this. Do this every week, and every week something goes wrong. So I had to spend about 20 minutes trying to get my cameras to work and my volume to work and the sizes and everything. So hopefully everything works. We'll see how it goes. So today we're going to focus on holidays. I'm done with Halloween. It's over. I still have like 6 Halloween videos to edit, but that's going to just happen in time. But we're going to focus on on Christmas. So my husband was at Costco the other day and he's like, oh, bows are on sale. I'm like, dude, we have so many bows. I can make bows. We don't need bows. But then I was like, but wait a minute. Do I actually know how to make bows? So today we're going to make some bows. And I'm going to drink my tea. I'm going to try not to spill it. And we're going to make them with ribbon. I've got a bunch of different types of ribbon. We'll see how this all turns out. And we're going to use an old cereal box because we like to reuse cereal boxes and cardboard and stuff. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make maybe an 8-starred, like, I don't know, that one seems a bit hard. Let's pull out the ribbon first and let's see what we got here, because I saw a whole bunch of really nice ribbons and I'm going to get my glue gun happening. I saw a whole bunch of nice ribbons online and they seem doable. We can make this happen. So this is let's change my view here. This is my box of chaotic ribbon and we're going to make some ribbons. Now the colors look a lot more vibrant in real life here than they do on my screen. So hopefully they look not too bad in real life. And I just need my glue gun drip catcher, because my glue gun will drip in about 30 seconds or 5 minutes. Depends how everything goes. So we're going to make some ribbons, and I have 1,000 different ribbon things, so we're going to maybe use this green one first because it's very big and bulky, and then we're going to use some other ones. So we're going to put this aside because we're going to start with an easy ribbon. Let's start easy, right? So this is like felty green with like a gold trim. I don't know, I got this when I get my wares. And so I don't want this, we're going to make it semi-big. So it's going to, I might regret my decision here with this one because it's a little bit crinkled, but that's all right. Okay, so we're going to, I don't know, say like, I got a lot of this, so we're going to make this big. Scissors. No scissors. Perfect. I've lost my scissors. I had scissors. So this is not good. Let's just, this drawer is stuck. Which is not good either. There's my scissors in the wrong drawer. That's why it wouldn't open. Okay, so we're gonna try like 10 inches. Let's do 11 inches for the long one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, this is the first piece. Now I need a bunch of these. Let me just grab my notes. I'm gonna have chaos here, folks. I'm going to try to find my notes here so I can see what I've designed or what I've figured out in my nonsense, because I had to make some notes because, you know, 4 at 11. Okay, we can do 4 at 11. This one might be too thick for this, but let's see, we can do this. And I've just measured one, and the other ones are kind of going to be the same length because, you know, still have never found my good scissors, or my bad scissors I should say, so now my good scissors will very quickly become my bad scissors. So we're doing 4 pieces at 11 inches. This is the same color, but it's kind of different. So we're going to make some bows, and I thought this would be good because I always like to wrap gifts like fancy, and we don't do very many gifts for like for Christmas. We kind of do like experiences and stuff so that it's like it doesn't need to be wrapped up, right? But even an envelope can have a bow on it. So 4 at 11 inches, and then we're going to do 4 more. Oops. What's happening here? This is all falling apart. How long is this? Let's do half of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. We're going to do 4 at 7 inches. And they just need to be slightly smaller because this is going to be like, the bottom is going to be bigger and the top is going to be smaller. So, 4. Let's see what we got here. I'm having some chaos here, but don't worry. They don't all need to be perfect. This is like, you know, I'm not using this one because it's a little bit different. So now Ruth, if you were here, Ruth, a few weeks ago, you had a bunch of ribbon. You called it something different because you're in the UK. You guys call things differently than we call them here in North America. But so I don't know. We'll see. My camera's off here. Something's not lining up. So oh well. Okay, so 4 7 inches, 4 11 inches, and then we need like one smaller one. We're gonna do that one last. So my glue gun's heating over here, and it's almost ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like fold these in half like this, and I'm gonna glue them all shut. And so that's gonna be the 11-inch ones, and the other ones are also gonna be like this. Now this might be looking weird. I'm thinking that maybe we've selected too thick of a ribbon for this, but we can make this work. We're crafters. Nothing will stop us. So I'm just going to glue this down, not put glue in my tea in case you were wondering. I still really need to finish up all this really cheap glue that I have because it's driving me nuts with all of the leaking that it does, but we are not getting any closer to finishing that up because it's like a never-ending supply of really bad glue. So, but I bought it when I was just starting my journey of crafting here, and it was a great deal. And I didn't know I was committing to a lifetime of bad hot glue. And I can't justify buying new glue because I don't want to say I'm cheap, but I will suffer with the glue until it is done. On the bright side though, I'm more than halfway done it, which is good, but bad because I've done a lot of really big projects in the past and those have not used up a super huge amount. Although I did use quite a few sticks over the Halloween season, so that was good. Now, I'm just folding these. I might have to readjust where the folds are in a few moments once this is all sort of done, but just let these ones dry and do the next one. So these ones are all about the same size. We're going to leave these here. Same idea with these ones. Now this has like a metal wire in it, so once we've assembled this all and got rid of all this glue, we're going to, we can fluff it up, right? To make it like stand better and more and nicer and all that goodness. So we're just going to keep assembling this. So the nice thing though with this, like the metal bits in here, like the little wire in it, is that it's actually staying flat as opposed to like causing chaos on me. So that's kind of nice because I was a bit worried that there was going to be a disaster with this. So I've got 3 or 4 different bow designs and we'll see how many we can get through today. So hopefully at least one, right? Because that's kind of the idea. And we'll see how this goes. So on the funny note, Halloween just ended over here and you know, that's not really funny. I mean, it's part of the seasons, but we're supposed to get snow already. And I love snow, I do, but I don't know if I'm ready for snow just yet. Like my tree still has leaves on it and we're supposed to get snow this week. So that's kind of sad. The kids are a bit excited about it. I mean, everyone's got snowsuits and they're ready to rock, but I am not totally ready for snow yet. So I got 4 and 4 and 4, and then we're gonna have to do one more later, but we're gonna leave that one to the very end. Okay, so 4 big at 11 inches, folded in half, and a 4 small at 7 inches, folded in half. So let me pull away all this gross stuff here. I don't know if you guys can actually see it on the screen, but I can. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to place this, and like this. You can't, it doesn't look fantastic right now because this is like all squished, but this is going to look great. So we're going to put like glue and then put it down and then glue and then down and glue and then down. So we don't normally get snow this early, Nancy. Typically like it comes later in the season. Like we do have white Christmases, not every year, but there's typically like a sprinkling of snow for Christmases. I'm just gluing these down so it's not like unheard of, but no, early November isn't normal for snow for us. But I'm not you can see it on the screen. Well, there's just I will buy better glue, but I can't buy new glue yet. Okay, so we got 4 on here, nothing super fancy, and then we're gonna do these 4 small ones again. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think these might be 2. I think I might have. Just gonna bear with me for 1 second before we finalize this. I might open some of this up, and I think I should have glued the inner bits as well because this seems to be like it's not. So we're gonna open this up a little bit, but I think I needed to glue inside here. This one is not working, folks. We are not succeeding with this bow. Maybe this will look better on the screen than it does live, but I'm just holding this all shut with my finger here for a second while I pop up some of this stuff, see if this is actually going to look good. But with the snow coming, which is not a good thing, I don't have my Christmas lights up yet because I normally put them up in like November and leave them off until, well, this is not looking very nice. And this is not cooperating. I should have made this bigger maybe. Well, this isn't good. I don't like it. I don't like it, but we're gonna change directions. We're gonna pivot. This isn't working. I'm very disappointed with this. But I know what the problem is. I should have made it bigger and I should have glued it. So I'm gonna quickly glue these centers in because my glue gun's right here. I'm just gonna dab a piece of glue in the center of each of these layers. to hold this shut. But I should have made it longer with this thick bow. That's my thinking. But that's okay. So we're just gonna glue the middle shut. Leave that there. We're gonna finish this one off, and maybe it'll surprise us in the end. Once we've got all this nicely done. So maybe it'll surprise us, but I don't think so. How's that looking? That looks like the poop, doesn't it? That looks like the poop, but oh well. Now I'm stuck to this glue. All right. Bear with me. We're gonna just plow through this one 2 more minutes, and then this one will be done, and then we're gonna move on to the next bow that will hopefully work. It's funny because I like research this stuff online, but I don't actually do it beforehand, so I don't actually know how it's going to turn out. And I read the information that people have posted to like learn, but clearly they are skipping steps because it's not working. Or I'm just really, really bad at crafting. Also a possibility. Or maybe I don't know how to read instructions. Also a possibility. So we're going to put some more places here. We're just going to like force this into place. Making this like the ugliest bow in the world. Maybe that's what we're going to call it. And then just push this here and here. All right. We're going to leave this here for a few moments, and it's going to think about what it's done. We might be able to make it still work. I got to put a little round bit here on the top, so let's do it. We're going to do this small one here. I don't know, this is like 2.5 inches. And you're not bad at crafting. Thanks, Barbara. You know, it's funny though, because like I do these live ones, and they're always fun for me, because it's just like, you know, it's a fun craft. It's nothing super crazy, but this is what happens when I'm crafting all by myself, right? I'm trying things out, and things work, things don't work, but you kind of just like go with it. And then I produce a nice polished end bit at the end of it. So that's going to sit like that for now. And then while all of my glue sort of figures out what it's doing here, we're going to move to the next bow. So this one, we're going to adjust it later, and maybe we'll put some like tassels on or whatever at the back. Maybe we can make it work still. Maybe not. We'll see. So that's one. Next, we're going to do a different one. Now, let's see. We're going to pick a better ribbon this time. I was hopeful that this would work with this long one, but it didn't cooperate. And after that mess up, I'm feeling a little bit hot, so we're going to do a different one now. We're going to use, do I have like a medium size ribbon here? What do I got? All right. I know, I've got like, this is my organizational skills of my ribbon box. And I laugh when I was in a live session a few weeks ago with some other, we were doing the, it was the SVG card summit that we did a few weeks ago with Elena from 303 Black Sheep, and we're just gonna use this color. Maybe a brighter color here, we'll use this color. And everyone was laughing at my boxes and my organization, and now I have another box that's like a disaster. So we're just gonna close that and move it over so that nobody sees it, because nobody needs to see that. All right, so this now, we're gonna try something different. We've got a circle. Maybe I'll just use my coaster as a better circle, because it's kind of, and I'm just using this circle as like a template here, sort of, so that I've got something here. Of course, it'd be better if my pen worked. Okay, pen is working. You don't actually need to have a circle, but this is kind of how I'm going to make this work. And where's my numbers? I go 1 up here, 6, 3, 8, 5, 2, 7, 4. All right, so, and we're gonna make this into a star, so I'm kind of gonna go like this. It doesn't need to be, my ribbon wouldn't fit in that box. Okay, so, and we're making a little circle here in the middle. So this is the shape that we're making. Now, maybe I've made this too big, but we'll see. And the idea of the star points is so that we can wrap our ribbon around it. and it doesn't need to be perfect. You kind of just want to have it like, maybe you do need to, maybe it does need to be perfect. I don't know, because I've never done this, and so we'll see how this turns out. Now I'm using a cereal box because cereal boxes are my friends. If I could cut the cereal box, that'd be even better. Because I have lots of, my kids eat cereal. I have lots of cereal boxes, and they're always being, they're great for like crafts because they're not super thick. And I need to fix this number 1 here. They're not super thick, so they work great for crafts. I typically also do them for my advent calendars that I do for my kids. Speaking of which, I've got to design those this year still. Oof, that's not a good sign. I'm totally behind on that. But we'll get there. All right, and just fix that. So not totally bad star, right? Like, it's kind of wonky, but you know, my 6-year-old and my 10-year-olds could probably do better, but we'll take it for what it is. And I got to cut this like hole in here because this is where the final ribbon is going to go. Now, Barbara, your ribbon wouldn't fit in a box that size. So I'm assuming you have a lot more ribbon than me. I try to use ribbon when I can, and I use a fair amount of it, but I guess I don't use that much because I still have a full bin of it. But like a lot of my crafts, I get lots of free stuff. So, all right. So, probably should get some tape. And I think I'm missing a piece that I need, but we'll make it work. We'll get this. Okay, so putting the ribbon through the hole here underneath, and I'm just going to tape it down. And my ribbon's got like the one side is fancier than the other side. I don't know if your ribbon has that as well, but this is what we've got. So we're just going to tape this down so it holds place. And we're going to go around from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 7 to 8. And hopefully this works. And so I kind of want to go, like, keep the ribbon flat on the back and then like wrap it around. So it's going to go around 1 and over, and then it's going to go 2, oops, flat on the back and oh, whoops, and over, and so I'm trying to like, I'm sure there's a better way to do this because I feel like I'm doing this wrong. But supposed to go flat. This doesn't look right. Do I want to go the other way? This is supposed to look nice at the back somehow, but I'm not sure which way we're moving this around. Where's number 4? I feel like I'm doing this backwards, but maybe this will work. I feel like I'm supposed to go from the one side to the other, but I feel like I'm going the wrong way. But maybe we're just gonna keep going and see what happens. So 6, and we're wrapping around here. Where's 7 and over, and where's 8? 8 and over. Okay, so we've done it. I've gotten around a bunch of times, and I probably should have made this smaller, but we're just going to go with it. And now we're going to go back again to number 1. And where's number 1? And go over them again. And we're supposed to do this 4 times, so let's see if we can make this work. 2, 3, 4. I don't know, folks. This is not 5. Am I using the not good ribbon again? 6 is here. Where's 7? 7 is here. And 8. I don't think we're going to get through 4 ribbons today. All right, back to number 1. Number 1. Number 2. Where's number 2? Number 3. Number 4. So I'm trying to keep it like some sort of sense back here. Number 4. Where's number 5? Number 5. Number 6. 7. And 8. All right, that's 3. One more. We can do this. Right? I don't know. This was supposed to be easy, but clearly like everything I do on the first try, it's not. 3. Oops. 4 goes here. 4. No, that's not 5. That's 5. 6. Where's 7? 7. Okay, and we gotta find 8. Sorry if I'm off screen there. This is like, I can't believe that making this can be so hard for me sometimes. And 8. Okay, and then we're gonna just stop that there. I'm gonna cut this here. Okay, we're maybe gonna cut that. And now the big problem is I'm pretty sure my stapler is not here where I need. It might be. We might actually have a stapler inside. So I might be able to get my fingers stuck. Of course, I've got the smallest stapler in the world, which is not going to work. So don't worry. We're just going to, what are we going to do here? I'm going to hold, we're supposed to staple this here, but my stapler that I've got here isn't good. So I'm going to pull these off in like 2 spots, and I'm just going to staple here where I can to get through to this. Gonna pull off a few more. Let's all laugh as I mess up this craft completely again. Okay, sort of got a bunch of it. We'll fix this one in a second. Where did number 8 go? Number 8's got to go back here. Got to fix these 2 more. Nope, it's not working. All right, well, let's just see how badly this is going to turn out, because like everything, it feels like these last few Crafting Unscripteds have not been working. No. Well, that didn't work out. So this is the next bow that we're going to put onto the gift. Did not work out at all. So this is not working today, folks. Do you think I can like just add this as like a decoration onto a gift? Like, so that's not working out. So this, you guys can tell me how beautiful my ribbon is and my bow turned out, because I'm like, I'm really feeling pretty bad about my crafting skills here. Like these look so simple to do online. Clearly they are not. So let's go back to this other ribbon here, and we're going to fluff it up. And maybe we can make something happen with this ribbon, or with this bow. But clearly this is a good show of how crafting works when you are just trying things out for the first time. And so, right, so that looks okay at the top there. And we're just going to keep pumping this guy up here underneath. And then maybe this will work. Maybe this one will look beautiful when we're done. But I think I did not make this perfect craft like it was supposed to be. I'm pretty disappointed. So I was really looking forward to this. So maybe I should tell my husband to go back to Costco and buy all those ribbons that I told him not to buy, or all those bows that I told him not to buy, because clearly I am not capable of making bows. So this one's falling apart. This is not working. I like your idea. I've never seen anyone making a bow, so this is very interesting to me. Thank you, Nancy. You know what? It was like, this one's even falling apart. Like, this is just, this isn't good. So maybe we'll just like delete this video and never have any record of it, because like I was really hopeful that this would work, but this is like, I don't know, I think this is probably the worst attempt that I've had of making something. Like, this isn't, well, if I can get this little piece to, hold on, I got an idea. Let me just have some tea first. We're almost out of time here, but that's okay. I'm just going to reheat my glue gun because I had to turn it off because it gets super hot and then I burn my fingers on it. But if I glue this little piece back in, it can be like a super big bow. Like a, this might work. We might be able to pull this one off. So we might be able to pull this one off because, you know, why not, right? But this did not work. So I need the other stapler that's like long so I can actually get through the whole thing and staple this. And then it might have worked, because what was supposed to happen with this one on my glue gun holds is you're supposed to like pull these bits out and they're supposed to like nicely come out about over each other and then like be like nice. And it's supposed to look like, in theory, it's supposed to look like this. So maybe I need some more practice. So there's that. Like, this is what it's supposed to, ooh, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like. So maybe we'll just get rid of this one here and put that one away so that nobody sees how bad that turned out. But yes, this one's going to be like a bow Christmas tree. So we're going to fix this one. This one, we're just going to put that away for now. Okay, glue gun's almost hot. We're going to re-glue this here. And then we're going to make a magic bow Christmas tree. Bow Christmas tree is good, right? Put it on a fancy gift with some fancy wrapping paper, and then, like, we got this. This is going to be the bow Christmas tree. We'll, like, market this on Amazon or something, and then, like, make millions of dollars. The bow Christmas tree. Okay. Now you've got to stay there for a second. The larger stapler would definitely have made a difference. Yes, it would have. And I have one somewhere, but because I needed one the other day and I didn't have one, so I bought one. And then this happened. And I've got, I guess my guess is one of my children so kindly helped themselves to my good stapler and left me their less good stapler, or their child-sized one. So, all right. I had to squish this guy a little bit to get the glue to stick, and now we're the bow Christmas tree. I don't know. We can do it. It can, like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this one. I don't think this was working. We'll have to try this again. So far Christmas this year at my house is going to be a failed gnome, a whole bunch of really bad Christmas bows, and let's see what we can do wrong next week. So there, bow Christmas tree. If I'd like a, here, there's a gift with a big bow on it, like that. Like, maybe, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna work. That might end up in my little box down here on the floor that gets cleaned out once a week. All right. So failed attempt at bows this week. I apologize. I was really hoping this was going to work, but we'll have to do this again another time. So before we finish off, don't forget there is the Scrapbook Fun Summit started today live. All the events start live today. There's a link below for that in the description of the video. You can get tickets for free to watch it from now till Sunday. And there is, oh, I forgot to mention, if you haven't bought the VIP and you're still on the fence about that, there is a whole bunch of live crafting chats with a bunch of the folks. I'll be in doing that tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And so I can't do today because it's during bedtime with my kids, but that's only for VIPs. So if you don't have your VIP yet, you can grab a copy of that with the link below. Also, if you want to participate in the SVG Card Crafter Success Summit, that is on November 14th to 16th. That is also in the description below. The Hobby School Elf Summit is November 18th to the 20th. Also tickets available for that below. And then there is Jav's Gift and Business Cricut Summit, which is happening the 16th to the 18th. Also tickets available below for that. And if you don't have tickets for my live session that's happening next Thursday, I think, the 13th. That's Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. The link for that is below as well. And if you've already got tickets for that, please make sure that you have received the email today. It would have been sent out with the details about the supplies that you need and the files and stuff. So if you want to craft along with me. So if you don't have that and you already bought tickets, please drop me an email or leave me a note in the chat here so that I can make sure that I've got you set up, because I don't want you to miss that. That's going to be a fun one. So yeah, so there's that. Anyways, our time is up for today. I went a little bit long. We had a disaster here. I'm really sorry the bows didn't turn out. I'll try. We'll make some better ones another time. And that's it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for crafting with me, and we'll see you next week. Happy crafting, everyone.